Well, the quarterfinal workouts have been released, and there are times that you have to submit scores for that over the weekend. I'm not competing in the quarterfinals, but I think that this format and even these workouts are going to be a nice test and leave us some clues for the age group online qualifier, which is in just a few weeks. So I'm going to test these workouts. I'm going to see how they go, share my feedback, and share my thoughts about what I predict for the AGOQ, given the fact that we have a very similar equipment list as the equipment list that was published for the quarterfinals. So these are going to be some fun workouts. Let's see how they go. I'm ready for test number one. So we've got a sprint, 1 minute rest, then a sprint. This should be pretty shoulder intensive, so we'll see. My plan, unbroken on the strict handstand push-ups, unbroken on the hang power cleans, unbroken on the double unders. On the second round, unbroken all the way through, but I am going to hurry through this workout. I feel like this is a sprint, then a sprint. Not a whole lot of strategy built into it, just quick transitions. On another note, I can't set up my garage specifically the way CrossFit has it set up. So I'm going to try to navigate as if I have to create some distance from the handstand push-up area to the dumbbells, which are under me. Double unders are right next to it. I think I've got a pretty fair situation here. All right, the first half is a trap for sure. Shoulders are tired. I got 30 seconds to go. I can't string together double unders. I keep hitting something, so that's frustrating. Test number one is done. My initial thoughts and feedback, it was very shoulder taxing. By my last round of shoulder to overheads, I was pushing with my legs so much. On the first workout, I finished the first round in 4:08. I think the second set went really well. I finished the total workout in 9:03, including the 1 minute break. That was fun. All right, I just finished the 4-rep max front squats, and if this was game day, I would probably rest and do another attempt a bit heavier. I think I've got a little more in the tank, but that 4th rep Man, that's tough. It's such an interesting thing when Dave Castro programs something that you're just not used to. I do a lot of sets of 5, sets of 10, sets of 3. When do we do sets of 4 front squats? So that fourth one, whew, boy, it was tough. All right, I've gotten a lot of work done. Got some food down in the system for test number 2, which is GHDs, rope climbs, pistols. This should be fun. It's got a 20-minute time cap. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this workout. I don't think I'll be able to finish, but I'm gonna give it all I got to try to get through 180 GHDs, 180 pistols, and 18 or so rope climbs. Here we go. All right. All right, I'm just about to start this workout. It's test number 2. I've got a couple of things I wanted to show you here. One, in my garage, I've got this rope and it goes up to the ceiling, but my ceiling is not that high. So I could literally jump and do one pull. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at a lower spot on the rope and as if I'm not jumping and try to get 2 pulls on this rope, which would be the equivalent of 2 pulls if I'm jumping on a 15-foot rope. So it's not perfect. This is not a rope climbing rope, but it will work, it will hold, and it'll be fine. I also wanted to tell you that I wear a couple of sets of knee sleeves for something like this. One, this is a knee sleeve right here, and it keeps that rope from creating a burn on my leg. So a lot of people know that trick. I also have knee sleeves folded in half right here, and that allows me when I'm doing high reps or heavy squats, high rep pistols, high rep squats, something like that. In theory, this gives me just a little bit of bounce, a little support at the bottom of a squat. It could be total placebo. If it helps, that's great. It at least helps me right here. Pistols are not my jam. I'm gonna see how far I can get in this workout. Everything is set up. I'm warm enough. All right, it's time. 120 wall balls, 120 calories on the rower. This is gonna be fun. My plan is to break up the wall balls into sets of 15, just quick sets of 15, maybe down to sets of 10, but the idea is really quick breaks. Wall balls kill me, and I want to not die. I want to be able to maintain this pace with quick breaks through the wall balls, then get on the rower and just suffer. And it's gonna be some suffering. I'm just gonna go for it.
Thought you knew. Tell me where is you? We've been looking at the bottom, now we out here making moves. With the crew, we look like a zoo. Whole team, big gorillas, y'all been looking like baboons. About to take off and everybody want it. They've been waiting for this moment. We been keeping it 100. We don't know about nothing less. It ain't real unless we done it. We been cooking like a chef. That's why everybody on it. Another level, another level, another level. We ain't never settle, nah. Level up. Watch me level up. Watch me level up. Watch me level up. Another level, another level, another level. We ain't never settle. Watch me level up. Watch me level up. Watch me, watch me.
So what's coming for the age group online qualifier? The bottom line is we don't know. I feel like we've got some good practice tests that we could do this weekend from the quarterfinal workouts. I think we could see a version of test number 1 in particular. Handstand push-ups, shoulder to overhead, dumbbell cleans. That was a nice combination. I think it's something that tests our handstand ability, handstand push-up ability, which is something that we should see in the AGOQ. We generally see challenging handstand push-ups. Could we see a 4-rep max front squat? You betcha. That's something we could easily see. Could be a 4-rep max back squat, 4-rep max overhead squat, but something in that vicinity. Thinking a 4-rep max front squat could be something that we see. As far as the second test, the GHDs, the pistols, the rope climbs, well, we know we have a GHD, we know we have rope climbs because of the equipment list, and we know we have a length of space that we need in the gym. So I think that instead of pistols, we might see something like GHDs, rope climbs, and walking lunges. That would make some sense. Maybe pistols towards the latter rounds of that. Maybe there's some sort of combination like that. I don't feel like we'll have quite this much volume on GHDs and pistols for the masters and teens. We could, I don't think we'll see that. As far as the other tests, the wall balls and the rowing, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe they would scale that for us rather than 120 and 120. It could be something like 80 and 80 or 100 and 100. Maybe it's the same workout, but bet we'll see wall balls, I bet we'll see rowing, which I'm not excited about, but if we do, we do. That's okay. And the snatch, burpee, box jump over also makes sense. The things that I think we will see somewhere mixed in there is ring muscle ups. We always see that in the AGOQ, some sort of muscle up, but likely ring muscle ups. A couple years ago, or maybe it was last year, we had shoulder to overhead and ring muscle ups. That was really brutal. Really great workout, but really brutal. I think we'll see a couple of these workouts for us and a couple of fresh workouts as well that incorporate some other complex skills, because this is the quarterfinals. This takes the athletes 18 to 35 and it takes them to another stage of qualification. For us, this test, the AGOQ, that is the test that gets us to the games. So this is an incomplete test. This isn't quite all there. Justin LaSala and I were talking. He's another competitor in my age group. Great guy. He thinks there's gonna be some more complexity because it's the qualifier for the games, and I tend to agree with him. We have to get the best of the 1,200 qualifiers, get that down to 20 in each appropriate age group to get to the games. And so we've got to see some separation in there and maybe some more complex movements. With all that said, I am hoping that there is a submission schedule for the AGOQ that's similar to this quarterfinals. I love the idea of having to submit a couple of workouts on a Friday, a couple of workouts on a Saturday, whatever this particular schedule looks like, but it gives us the opportunity to get stuff done and be done with it. When we historically have had to submit all of our scores on Monday night, we could retest these workouts once, twice, even 3 times, and that's truly exhausting. It's really, really hard on our bodies. Mentally, it's absolutely exhausting. So to be able to have tighter deadlines, I work well with tight deadlines. I'm on tight deadlines in other areas of my life right now. I love that. I love having tight deadlines, and I think that would be a really great way to take us and navigate us through the AGOQ weekend. So now, with all that said, what are your thoughts? Let's open up a discussion in the comments below. What do you think the workouts will be? Will they be just like the quarterfinals? Will they be completely new? Will there be crossover? What are your predictions? I'd love to know, because I think this is really one of the funnest times of the year as we are preparing for the biggest weekend, which then gets us to the next biggest weekend. Anyway, fun day of working out here, busy day, but very satisfying. And if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. You'll be notified when I publish new things. I'm getting onto a regular schedule of publishing, and I've got some really cool things coming in the future as I navigate the road to the CrossFit Games in 2021. See you next time.